If you're reading in your book and you come across a part that mentions democratic principles of government or republican principles of government, this is talking about the same thing. But if you come across a part where it talks about democratic forms of government and republican forms of government, these are completely different. The Patriot philosophers came to the decision that government by the people would be ideal. When trying to determine what government they would establish, they put together a list they called Republican and Democratic Principles, which was basically a list of generally good principles they wanted to base the government on. This list included things like good government must arise from the popular will of the people, protect rights and privileges, maintain equal access to rights and privileges, and operate for the common well-being of the people. Now these are Democratic and Republican principles of government. Notice they are not separate Democratic and Republican, but they're combined. After they had established the principles of government they wanted, the next step was to pick a form or structure of government that would best apply and protect these principles. They determined that the form of government that would most likely do this was either a democracy or a republic. Democracy, in its purest form, would be a government in which all adult citizens have a direct say in the decisions that affect their lives. So a democracy is set up to essentially put all the power in the hands of the people. The Founding Fathers wanted to put more power in the hands of the people, but they feared giving too much power directly to the people would lead to excesses, and would lead to the government being ruled by special interest groups, or what the founders referred to as factions. In order to protect against excesses and special interest groups, the Founding Fathers leaned towards a republic. A republic is a form of government where the people elect representatives who make the laws. The people don't govern directly as in democracy, but they govern indirectly through their representatives. It is often stated that America is set up as a democratic republic because it incorporated both principles of a republic and of a democracy. It is important, however, to recognize that America is primarily set up as a republic. In conclusion, America was founded on democratic and republican principles. These principles were found to be best maintained by establishing a republican form of government. Therefore, it is important to recognize that America is a republic and not a democracy by design. The founders were worried enough about the excesses of democracy that they rejected it as a correct form of government.